Hello students, I welcome you to this video lecture for the subject Big Data Analytics, under which today we'll be covering Chapter 1, Big Data in Enterprise. So let's see what is the agenda for today's video lecture. Today we'll be seeing what is basic big data, what are the concepts and the basics of big data. Then we'll be seeing what are the characteristics of big data and who uses big data. Then what are the big data implications in industries. Then how do we use big data in enterprise information management. Along with that, we'll see a case study where big data is used in healthcare industry. There are many case study applications in telecom, in banking, in retail, in healthcare, in IT operations. So today we'll be seeing a case study on healthcare. So let's start. So basically, what is big data? Now, you all must have been using this buzzword. It is just a buzzword that big data, like you've heard in everywhere that here there's big data and all of the data which is being today present has taken a lot amount of data. Now, why is this so? Because you can see now, if you see your social media, your mobiles, any type of things, these all things or the internet devices, these all are generating a lot amount of data. So this amount is in tremendous volumes, you can say. Like if you see every day 2 million users are sitting on Facebook, or there is a lot of terabytes and yottabytes of data being generated every day. If you remember previously, there used to be a calculation of units, like petabytes of data. You knew a concept of terabytes of data. But after that, there came the concepts of yottabytes and zettabytes. Means what? This is such amount of data which is not possible for you to calculate. So basically, big data describes a large volume of data, which can be both a structured data as well as it can be an unstructured data. Now, this part of structured and unstructured data will be seen in our further chapters. This also includes, now what will big data actually do? What it will do is we will have to gather this data, we will have to convert it into proper knowledge, we have to do the analyzing of this data, and finally we can bring up some output of that. Means, for example, if you're considering that I'm a filmmaker and I want to make a film which is based on some science or some technology. So I'll have to make a past study that what amount of viewers have watched what type of movies and what interest they will be pertaining. So this will give me some visualization, it will give me some analysis that what content of my film should be, right? So basically, big data, if it may be a type of social media, it could be any audio, it could be any video data. This will help you what? It will help you in better decisions, and these better decisions will help you to achieve your business goals in a strategic way because you have already studied the data which was large amount of data, you segregated it according to your perspective or according to your business case, and according to that you have made some decisions. So basically big data will involve all type of data which is present related to your business. You're going to analyze that data, and this analysis will be using for your perspective business goals. Now, what is a major challenge if you see in terms of big data is big data is growing very rapidly, and it is not possible at all to just go on calculating or just analyzing this data. You need to have larger store areas, or you need larger servers who have a processing capacity to process this data. So this is a very important challenge, is that the processing and the analyzing of the data requires high computing machines, or you can say high computing processes, which are actually costly, and this can result into you can say many disadvantages. So this was just a basic of what is big data. So in a brief, you can just remember that big data refers to any data which is present in larger volume. Okay, so we'll move to the next slide. Okay, now what are the characteristics of big data? Basically, there are three characteristics of big data, that is volume, velocity, and variety. But now in today's age, they have added two more V's that include the veracity and that includes the value. So we'll see these characteristics one by one. Now, as I said, big data is nothing but first thing which comes into picture is volume. Volume, see now why the volume is more. If you see any type of data, if you see healthcare data, it is being generated at a larger volume. If you see any type of data, it could be IT data, it could be healthcare, it could be e-governance data, any type of data, it gets generated at a larger scale. So that is one thing. This is a characteristic that big data has larger volume. Then this velocity. Velocity, if you see the rate of generation of this big data is increasing day by day. Like it is having so much data generation. If you see the velocity part, like as I told you that there is many things which are being going on, right? Like in the social media, many posts are being put out, many likes are being generated, or many viewers are watching many movies. So the data which is being generated is at a larger rate. Like if you see RFID data, if you see sensors data, any type of data, these are being generated at a larger velocity. Then third comes is the variety. Variety means what? The data is not present in one format. It is structured. It could be numeric data, it could be text data, it could be PDF data, it could be email, audio, video, financial, transactional, so many types of data are coming. So analyzing this variety of data is also one challenge. Along with this, as I told you, veracity of data. Now, what is veracity of data is that the data should be clean and consistent. Means whatever data you're using, you need to have it as a clean, in a consistent way so that you can use it for the analytics. So that is said as the veracity of the data. And what is value? Whenever you'll be analyzing this total data, and you'll try to drive some decision from that business, it will give value to your data. So basically, there are five characteristics of big data: volume, velocity, variety, veracity, and value. So I hope you're clear with the basic concepts of big data and what are the characteristics of big data. So thank you for watching this lecture. In the next lecture, we'll cover the further topics of big data. Thank you.